lawn care ninjas, how you doing today on this beautiful
Freaky Friday?
Now, why is it a Freaky Friday, Busy Bee?
There's always something freaky going on Friday.
There's always something freaky going around on Friday. Now, Busy Bee, what is one freaky thing today that we're doing?
Painting this house behind us.
That is correct. Have you ever done, ninjas, something that you don't normally do? Something that you don't get asked a lot to do? Have you ever been in that situation?
A few times.
She making you do all kinds of things.
Oh yeah, all the time.
That you don't want to do, Busy Bee, does she?
All the time.
But you got goodwill, man. You just knock it out. But anyway, we're painting a house. It is something that I don't get asked a lot to do. We're not painting the whole house. We're actually just painting the garage doors and the trim on the house. So I will show you and give you an update and whatnot. But do you do these kinds of things? Do you offer or are you willing to provide or offer this type of a service when asked for? This is not something that's normal, and I explained that to the customer. I said, this is not something that I do. I'm not a painter, you know. I wouldn't even paint my own house, honestly, because I just don't have the patience for that. So I definitely wouldn't be doing it for a living as my job. But I can, and I have painted before for other customers, and this one in particular. We painted the back porch area for her as well. So, you know, I have no problem doing things like that just every once in a while as long as I have time. But how do you ninjas feel about that? What do you think about that, Busy Bee? What do you think about a bunch of lawn care guys doing some little painting?
I don't know. I guess it's just making a little bit of money.
Are you a good painter?
I wouldn't say I am.
Do you get messy?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Do you
see by the end of the
do
day.
you get any on your face?
All the time.
Does it go in your hair?
Every now and then.
Do you get some in your ears?
Nah, I ain't never had that before.
What about your shirt?
All the time.
What about your jeans?
Every now and then.
You are a freak. Anyway, so stay tuned as we see how Busy Bee gets nasty with this paint. Let me go show you what me and Busy Bee have been busy at. So some of you might remember this property. This is the property we mow, and the trim was a brownish color, as you can see up there at the very top corner where we haven't gotten yet. I'll get closer and show you. This bottom section just needs a second coating. We pretty much had to do a second coating on everything, but we got these. There's a few little touch-ups up there we got to do, and then there's a spot right there. That's the color it was, and that's what we're doing. Like I said, we got a small little touch-ups here and there with the brush, but figured we'd go ahead and tackle the garage door and get it done. The garage door, you can see that was the color right here. It was like a cream color, vanilla color, but she's changing it to all white. What's up, Busy Bee?
Not much.
How's it going, buddy?
Pretty good, yeah.
How you like painting?
I don't know.
You don't like painting?
Nah.
Would you rather be weed eating all day?
I heard we eat all day long.
Me and Busy Bee were talking about this, and I said, you know what, I wouldn't be doing this for a living. Let me put it to you that way. But I don't mind a little switch up from the mowing to take a little break and just change things around, but it's not something that I would really do for a living as well. You have to enjoy what you do, ninjas, and I don't mind doing this here and there, but I wouldn't want to do this for a living because I wouldn't enjoy it. She came out, she's super happy. She loves it, the progress it's coming along. She gave us 2 waters and some crackers, a real nice lady. And let me show you this other side. The only thing here is the V. We are going to paint the outside face of the V white. So we haven't done that yet, but don't want to step on that. So one thing I have told her, we don't have time to do it today, but I said we're going to be back when we come to mow. I'll bring some rags and some alcohol thinner, so to say, paint thinner, and we're gonna, you know, just kind of clean up some of these edges where we might have accidentally touched up whether it be with our fingers or like right there for just an example, or with the brush. It's just honestly impossible not to. So that is something we're not going to do today, but I told her we'll be back when we come to mow, and I'll make sure we have a ladder and we'll just do that. Speaking of ladders, this is a brand new ladder and she just gave it to me. So it's a brand new ladder. It's a little bit smaller than that one, and she just said, I don't use it. I bought it brand new when I moved into this house and I don't need it. So $200 ladder, free. That was very nice of her. This is the second time a customer has given me a free ladder. The reason I didn't get a chance to grab a camera and just start recording is because she came out here and she was talking to us. She kept coming out and looking at us. She was so impressed. She's so happy, and it just kind of, I didn't really have time to set up anything, but it's coming along. Well, ninjas, we're done, and doesn't look like we're gonna get to do much of anything else because it is thundering, and I actually felt a few drops. So the rain is just around the corner. I didn't even know it was supposed to rain today. I think there was a small percentage, but it turned into a big amount. So I guess this is all we're gonna get to do today. Busy Bee is just finishing up last little bit, and yeah, this sucks because I was really not wanting to work tomorrow, especially having a full day, but doesn't look like that's the case. So it is what it is. In this industry, ninjas, you got to go with the flow with the weather. Most of your customers will understand. I will be back. We'll be back next week when we come to mow, and I'll bring some paint remover, and we're gonna just take a rag and clean up the edges. We've got it like right there's a spot. I don't know if you can see it right there. Just an example, but there's several spots where we accidentally touched. It's just part of it. I mean, what do you do? You could technically tape everything up, but she's providing the material, I'm just providing the labor. So it is what it is, but it looks great. I'm happy, she's happy. Garage doors came out really nice, and but so did the trim. It changed the whole look of the house. You don't like it? Oh, dude,
I mean, heck no.
Look, what have you done to yourself?
This
Look, hold
house.
on, you even got it in the hair, dude.
Hell, it don't surprise me.
That's all that we're going to be able to get a chance to do today. So tomorrow we got the mulch job, bed clean out, and then the 60,000 square feet mowing, and then the shrubbery as well. So it'll be a good day. We'll have to start super early again and get those two things knocked out, and we're done for the week. Well, here it is, ninjas. Piss pouring rain. Hey, Busy Bee, we got to go mow one.
Might as well.
Yeah, we can totally do it in this weather. No big deal, right?
I think we can.
Just go super slow. It'll even be easier to make a nice new edge.
That's true.
Yeah, so no big deal. In this business, ninjas, you got to just work with the weather. It's unpredictable. The weatherman can get it wrong quite a bit, right?
Yeah.
So you never know when your schedule can change in a heartbeat. So the key thing is communication with your customers. Your schedule can change, weather's unpredictable, things can happen, equipment can break down, but as long as you communicate with your clients, that is the #1 thing for success in this business. No matter what you do in any business, it's all about communication. Call people, text them, let them know what's going on. Most of my customers, they look at this rain, they'll know that, hey, obviously they're not going to show up. Don't just assume that they'll figure it out and that they'll get it. It's piss pouring rain. Still communicate with them, let them know, and tell them that you'll be back out there tomorrow or whenever the next dry day is. Just communicate with them, that's all. They'll appreciate it, they'll respect you for it, and it's always worked for me. Anyway, hope you enjoyed a little bit. It's not what I really planned. I planned to show you a lot today with the landscaping, but I guess that'll be for tomorrow's video. But we're done, we're out of here. We're ready to go home, change up, and be back at it tomorrow. Ain't that right, Busy Bee?
Sounds good to me.
Look at you, man. Look at you. You all wet like a little wet doggy. Look at you.
That's for sure.
Now, how did you get all that paint on you, man?
I don't even know.
It's all over your pants, Busy Bee.
I couldn't tell you.
In your hair, up your nostrils.
It wouldn't surprise me at all.
So, tomorrow's landscaping job, we have to pick up all the old mulch. So, I told Busy Bee I've got an easy way that we can do that as long as the Little Wonder still works. And the reason I say if it still works is because I have not used it in a while. But if it works, it'll save us a lot of headache and time tomorrow. And if it doesn't, then we're gonna have to do it how?
I guess do it by hand.
Scrape it up. So this is the Little Wonder ProVac SP. This is my second one that I own. The first one was not a self-propel. And then when I decided to get another one, I was like, all right, my next one, I'm gonna make sure it's a self-propel because they're pretty heavy to move around, especially here with uphill, downhill, all that stuff. So, but let's give it a try and see what it does. How about that?
Sounds good.
Now this does have the Honda motor on it. It is the Honda GX 270. All right, first time pulling in what, 2 years or so? Let's see. Give it a sec. Each time, give it a sec. Don't go back. Wouldn't hurt to check the gas, wouldn't it?
Probably would. Probably a smart idea.
I mean, I don't know what's in there. Can you pull that out?
Sure.
Hard to check each one. It's got fuel in there. A little. Enough to where it would start. And she's running.
Sounds good.
Well, look at the air filter. Woo! I don't think that's cleanable. Is that even a word?
I don't know. That's any question.
I think I need a new one. Honda engines never disappoint, buddy.
They're good motors. Never stick your finger in there. Yeah.
With a huge blade turning, it'll slice that hand off. So ninjas, this is my Little Wonder vacuum, and you guys will get to see it in action tomorrow. It's one of those pieces of equipment that you don't really use a lot throughout the year, but if you have a lot of cleanups in a situation like this, if you've got a mulch job that the customer wants you to vacuum out all the mulch, it definitely saves on that back-breaking work. What it does, it mulches it also, and it puts it in this bag, and then when the bag fills up, you just unlock this, take it off, throw it in the trash can, put the bag back on, and continue on. All right, Busy Bee, I want you to get a feel for it. Try it out. It is self-propel, super easy. It's very powerful if you throttle it up all the way, but super easy to maneuver and whatnot. Give it a shot. I wouldn't really go for it. What do you think?
I like it a lot.
It'll be a lifesaver, especially tomorrow. It's so powerful, it'll actually suck up even glass Coke bottles, and it'll bust it because that blade is so powerful in there. Whatever it picks up, it does mulch it, and it'll throw it in the bag. So there's the hose, and this is the additional attachment right here that you can put it on there, and what you do is you put it on there and you hook these right there, and now it's like a vacuum, Busy Bee. The only downfall that we have found when we have used these in the past, including the other one, is I wish Little Wonder would fix this and actually maybe make a little thicker plastic and make a groove in here to hold the clamp, because no matter how we put it around, all the way around, and tighten it, it just seems like it comes off. Not as much with this one as it is with that one. And as you can see, we were rushing the last time we used it and we lost a clamp, and we ended up just duct taping it just to be able to finish the job. But other than that, it's got plenty of power, Ninjas. This thing is phenomenal. It sucks really well. Why are you laughing?
The face you gave me.
What face did I give you? Like I said, stay tuned tomorrow. This will be put to action, and at least you guys got to see what we ended up painting today. So now let's put all this stuff back and call it a day. Peace.